Hi, welcome back to the Lex Kane's TV and movie reviews channel. And today I'm going to review the first episode of season 2 of the Mandalorian series on Disney Plus. So I'm just about to watch it and I'll let you know what my thoughts are about the first episode. I am about to sit down and watch the first episode of season 2 of the Mandalorian, titled Chapter 9. So I don't know what the episode name is yet. But looks interesting what the synopsis of the episode is, and I'll tell you what it is in my review, and I'll be coming back with a review. There will be some spoilers, so if you don't want any spoilers, turn off the channel right now. So if you're watching Mandalorian the same time as me, um, stop this video now and watch Mandalorian, and then watch the spoiler review. Take care. Now this is a spoiler review, so if you've not seen the episode yet, I recommend you turn off this video for now, and when you've watched the episode, come back in. 3, 2, 1. Um, the episode is called Chapter 9 of Season 2 of Mandalorian. The episode is called The Marshal. It was a really good episode. We got a recap of what Season 1 was about, and it was good to see a 1 minute recap of Season 1, where the show was going, what the mission is now for Mando, or Mandalorian as he's called as well, is to take the child back to its kind, not his species where he comes from. He's searching for the Jedi, and he's searching for the remaining Mandalorians that are left in space. It was really good to see one of the original characters from season 1 guest star in a short role. Um, the mission was for him to find more of his kind, and in the opening of season 2, he's on another planet. I don't know what the planet is, but he's being given information to go to this planet where there's this fella who's like an fighting promoter, hustler type fella, alien. We don't know I didn't catch his name because he wasn't in it long in the episode. But if you look very carefully, I'm not 100% sure, but if it is a Star Wars Easter egg, there's graffiti on the wall when he's in this city type town planet, and it looks like C-3PO. You have to watch it a couple of times. If you could give me a comment below if it is C-3PO that we see, let me know. So going back to the episode, the episode is really good. What happens, and what happens is he goes to this sort of like UFC fighting arena place, and he goes in, and you see an iconic alien from Return of the Jedi. I can't think of the name of the species, but they look like cross between um, a pig and a wild hog, and they're green. They were some of them were like security guards, I think, in Jabba the Hutt's palace, and they're doing a fighting tournament. and he's trying to find his own kind, and he talks about the child, and then the fella double crosses him, and then he makes a deal with Mando, but Mando knows you can't trust him. That's all I can say if you haven't seen the episode. Then he's told to go from this fella to go to Tatooine, and he said there's a Mandalorian there, and Mando goes, there has been a Mandalorian there for a long time, and but alarm bells get in your head. Oh, is this Boba Fett? Oh, is this Boba Fett coming up? So he goes to one of his allies who fixed the spaceship in season 1, and he's getting a few repairs done to his spaceship. And the pit droids from episode 1, which have been reprogrammed to um, repair spaceships now, they were in season 1 as well. So this, I forgot the woman's name, but she's a funny character. She's an engineer. So she gets in like an R4 droid to tell him where to go on this map. And he said, before the Empire came, this is what it all used to look like. So he gets on the iconic speeder bike that he used in the first season, and he travels down to like, it feels like an old like western town in space, and people trying to earn a living, and you see a saloon and all that. So he goes into the saloon, and there's this alien bartender, and he says to him, "Have you seen anyone of my kind here?" And he goes, "Yeah. Here he is now." And you straight away you go, "It's Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett." But then the voice is different. You go, "Oh no!" And then the fella takes off the helmet, which is not a Mandalorian thing to do. Some of the Mandalorians have a code, and he said, "Oh, I." He tells about the story, how he got the armor and all that. He goes, "This is when the second Death Star was destroyed, and we had peace. And then all of a sudden, these mining guild came in or something, and took over the town, tried to put their own authority. So he escaped when they came, and then he was walking in the desert for days and days. And then all of a sudden, the Jawas transport picks him up and drinks this water, and he sees. They said he's picked up this on the way. He's nicked off the bad guys these gems, and Jawa says, "We'll give us these gems, and we'll give you anything you want." So they try and give him a gun. They try and give him something else. Then all of a sudden he sees right in the corner, all like nothing, faded paints and everything's come off it and stuff like that. Boba Fett's armor and all his weapons, and he goes, "I want that." So then he uses that to avenge his town, and the Mine Guild. All I can say is the Mine Guild run away. I don't want to spoil it too much. Um, so they escape, and then when they're going back before the flashback talk, the Mando is about to do a showdown with the Marshal, who's wearing Boba Fett's uniform, and then all of a sudden they hear this like tremor. You think it's a sandstorm, and all of a sudden it's a Krayt dragon. I think that's right how you say it. And the Krayt dragon's been terrorizing the town and wrecking it. And he says, "Tell you what," they make a deal. They go, I'll give you the armor if you can take down this Krayt dragon." So, cut the story short, the Sand people, the Tusken Raiders, have had the same problem with these problems with this Krayt dragon. So, to cut the story short, they make a deal, and the town don't like it because they said, "Oh, they're wild people and they kill us," and they become allies to take down the Krayt dragon, and eventually it becomes which is quite interesting. I've never seen this in Mandalorian before. This first time season 2, I think it's the first time. It goes into IMAX shot. It goes into an IMAX, goes into full screen, like and like on IMAX to have that action scene about taking down the Krayt Dragon, and then eventually they defeat the Krayt Dragon. It's a long battle scene, and it was really good to have a really long episode. It was about 50-ish minutes, I think it was, and it was quite good to have a long episode, to pace the story. And then they make a deal at the end, and he takes the armor, and he says, "Take it back to your people," but it was already dented when I got it. And as Mando's going back to Tatooine on the speeder with the child, Baby Yoda, as some people call him, there's a figure looking at the two sunsets of Tatooine, and he turns around slowly, and he's got a scar on his face, and he's completely baldy now. It's Boba Fett, and you're thinking, whoa, what's going to happen here now? Is he going to be in the next episode? Is he going to be in the next few episodes? Because, and all the questions come into your head then. How did he get out the Sarlacc pit? Because the Sarlacc pit's mentioned in it as well. How did he escape being digested, eaten alive, and all that? As all questions have come to you now. Are they going to meet each other? But basically, season 2 is building up to the Jedi and other things too. And it was really good season opener. It was really good to have a prologue of season 1 in a 1 minute trailer to tell us what was the story was if you've never watched it before. So you got like a little teaser, and it was great to hear the Mandalorian theme tune as he's landing on Tatooine. Really good episode. Really looked big budget this episode. It does really look like a Star Wars movie. I give it for this episode, I give it 10 out of 10. It's really good. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe, and hopefully to see you soon in a couple of days' time on another next Lex Kane movies and TV reviews.